we'll jump into why real estate investors shouldn't worry about inflation right now. And first off, this is actually from, I am a member, or I get the Canadian Real Estate Wealth magazine. I love that magazine and the reports online and everything. And so this really stood out to me, what's happening here, because there's a lot of talk about the inflation rates, right? So it's a rising and growing concern. But real estate investors can be rest assured that their investments are, at least for the time being, inflation proof. So this article, I want to just skim through it just to let you know, and it's from Canadian Wealth magazine. So real estate has been protected from inflation since the 1970s. And if anybody's had an evaluation by me, they know that one of the statistics I bring in a graph I bring, and I show on this on our video here a lot of times, is what the market's done overall for prices since the early 1970s. So, it's pretty much been protected since then. And if we go back to the 15%, the double digits of interest rates that we used to have, that could be a bit of a concern. However, even if rates somehow surge into the double digits, the value of real estate is mostly tied to the value of land and the cost of construction, namely materials and labor, which rise commensurately with inflation. So you have to think, with rents and with everything, as the prices go up, things go up, land prices go up. So after the subprime mortgage fiasco that led to the Great Recession that we all know of real estate in major cities like Miami and New York, they quickly returned to their base values. So investors always pounce on properties in the immediate aftermath of economic downturns. Nevertheless, under normal economic conditions, inflation increases slowly and is always matched by rents, offering property investors a measure of protection. So real estate is a great way to invest and really be protected. Rents adjust to inflation, and in Quebec, every time you have a rental increase, the government looks at inflation to justify that increase. And if the price of rent goes up, the value of the building obviously goes up too. The problem with monetary policy in Canada is most decisions are all based on inflation. The biggest concern for the government is always inflation. So as soon as inflation rises, you see a direct link to real estate. It's not perfect, but if you look at all of the other options, there's almost nothing better than it. Stocks don't even match inflation the way real estate does, unless they're blue chips. So really, the focus of protecting your investment has been focused on real estate, and it should still be. It is highly unlikely that interest rates reach the double digits, so at least anytime soon. But in Japan, they noted in an article, for example, interest rates have been near the basement since the 80s. And with Canada following suit with Japan, many advanced economies have had declining interest rates for over 2 decades. Real estate is one of the safest investments today. So, Andrew Carnegie said that 90% of all millionaires become so through owning real estate. So definitely, that's why I like focusing most of my investments in real estate, albeit I like having it sprinkled a bit, but I do have most of it in real estate because it's been tried and proven, and especially in our area. So hopefully that helps investors know that they could be rest assured and just look at all the aspects of investing and history, and definitely it's a good article. Yeah, so that's about protection.
Very cool.
Your investment.
All right. Well, that pretty much brings us to our commercial break here. So if people want more information about what you do as a realtor, where can they go?
Well, they could go to michelecummins.ca.
Sounds good to me. All right. We'll come back with more right after this.